All right, check out our new sponsor, Greenwood Stocks. They want you to know how to be able to trade stocks and be your own boss and be free to travel the world by making passive income. We all need that passive income from stock market. What are you waiting for? Call or text 281-760-3170. If you didn't catch that, that's on your screen. Or check them out at social media, Greenwood Stocks, and catch them at Gmail, greenwoodstocktrading at Gmail, and the YouTube channel is Greenwood Stocks. Appreciate them for giving me the opportunity. Check them out. We out. All right, man. Oregon governor signs bill ending reading and math proficiency requirements for graduations. Let's talk about it. That subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Check out the current news playlist, okay? And I appreciate you guys for tapping in. And y'all could be anywhere in this YouTube universe, but you're here with me. My boy Mike sent this article, man. I don't know if it's gonna go up today, Thursday. I'm gonna put it up Friday. I don't know. It could be Friday. It depends if I go live today or not. Be doing some cleaning tomorrow. So I read it. So it says Oregon's Governor Kate Brown privately signed. Now this is Yahoo Sports. The author is Kaylin Deese. Sorry if I mispronounced that. You're always welcome to come on the show. It says Oregon Governor Kate Brown. Can we all see this? I want to make sure we can see this. I don't know why they keep putting this up. Closed it out several times. So it says Oregon Governor Kate Brown said privately signed a bill last month ending the requirements for high school students to prove proficiency in reading and writing and arithmetic before graduation. Sorry, doggy issues. Brown, Democrat, did not hold public signing or issue a press release regarding the passing of the Senate Bill 744 on July 14th, and the measure, which was approved by lawmakers in June, was not added into the state's legislative database until more than 2 weeks later, July 29th, and his unusually quiet approach to enacting legislation, according to the Oregon Secretary of Senate Lori Brocker's office is responsible for updating the legislative database, and the staffers tasked with dealing with the governor's office with expired medical issues during the 15-time frame, and it took the database to update with recently signed law. Brocker said, quote, SB 744 gives us opportunity to review our graduation requirements and make sure our assessment can truly assess all student learning. Charles Bull, a spokesman for the governor, said in an email to Washington Examiner, quote, in the meantime, it gives Oregon student and education community a chance to regroup after a year and a half of disruption caused by the pandemic. The bill, which suspends the proficiency requirement for students for 3 years, has attracted controversy for at least temporary suspending academic standards amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Backers argue the existing proficiency levels for math and reading presents an unfair challenge for students who do not test well. Well said the new standards for graduation would aid Oregon's Black, Latino, Latinx, Indigenous, Asian, Pacific Islanders, tribal students of color. The requirements for students to demonstrate proficiency in essential subjects on freshman to sophomore skill levels in order to graduate was terminated at the start of the pandemic as part of Brown's Stay Home and Save Lives in order in 2020. So I look at their demographic. Just give me a minute. I look at their demographic, Hybrid. I'm pretty sure you on that West Coast, off the water. You remember what was the movie they had in Oregon, off the Oregon coast, with the kids? What was the name of that movie, man? With the little funny looking guy. I was just watching it. Sorry, what's the name of that movie? I'm sorry. Goonies. That's what it was. I was trying to Oregon. It was supposed to be in Oregon. It says the Democrats largely backed the executive order and argued in favor of SB 744's proposed expansion, saying the existing education and proficiency standards were flawless. Quote, the testing that would have been doing in the past doesn't tell us what we want to know, Democrat Senator Lou Frederick told ABC affiliate in June. Quote, we have been relying on tests that have been frankly very flawed and relying too much on them so that we aren't really helping the students or the teachers or the community. Supporters of the measure said the states needed to pause an academic requirements which had been in place since 2009 so lawmakers could reevaluate which standards should be updated, and recommendations for the new graduation standards are due to the legislators and Oregon Board of Education by September 2022. So this is just temporary. The Oregonians added to the report. Republican criticized proposal for lowering academic standards. Quote, I'm worrying, I'm about to sneeze. I worry that by adapting this bill, we're giving up on our kids, House Republican leader Christine Drazin said on June 4th. Them people don't care nothing about them kids. Let's be real. They don't care nothing about them kids, Republicans. Still, the measure received, because most of their kids are able to get the best of everything. And when they don't get the best of everything, you see that thing that happened with Lori Loughlin, they're able to pay. And when they don't get caught paying, they donate shit to the school, like statues and new libraries. So people with money, it's not a people with money thing, or a lot of people with that type of money type of situation. They stay out of it. But he said still the measure receives from the Bib Artesian support with the Rep. Gardner Smith, a Republican, voting in favor of passage. The state house passed the bill 38-18 on June 14th, and the state Senate voted 16-13 in favor of the measure on June 16th. While some lawmakers argue against the standardized testing for skill evaluation, the state of Oregon, does not list any particular test as a requirement for measuring or earning a diploma. With the Department of Education saying only, quote, students will need to successfully complete the credit requirements, demonstrate proficiency in essential skills, and meet the personalized learning requirements. The Senate Bill 740 does not remove Oregon graduation requirement, and this certainly does not remove any requirements that Oregon students learn essential skills, quote, Boyle said, adding it's misleading to conflict the subject of standardized testing with the graduation requirement. So Washington Examiner contacted the Department of Education but not immediately received a response. So I'm on. Let me see. Give me 1 minute. Let me find something out. A lot of people don't know this. Let me see something real quick. Hold on. I'm trying to see, do they got test out? No. Hold on. Pull up their graduation requirements. Give me 1 second. Pull it up, man. I want to see if they have to test out. I think that's what they're saying. So they put it up to the screen. I mean, obviously out of the random state is most random state is Oregon, right? You don't hear too much bad coming out of Oregon, especially when I'm in Detroit, so we farther east, Midwest, whatever you call it. So it says, y'all see this? High school requirements. The following required for graduation from Oregon High School: 4 credits in English. These credits must include English 9, 11, 10, 11, 1 credit English elective, 3 credits in social studies. These credits must include U.S. history, 1 credit in world civilization, 1 credit, 3 credits of mathematics. That's how it was in high school. In Michigan, they changed to 4 credits of mathematics in 4 years, 3 credits of science, 1.5 credits of physical education, unless medically excused. These must include fitness foundation 9 and 1 credit of PE elective, half a credit of health, preferably taken in sophomore year, a minimum of 23 credits, 40 hours, 10 hours per year, community service. So they have to have community service. We have to have community service or a trade. So they say in the beginning of the class on junior, seniors level, you guys not required. So I guess they don't have to test out. So I mean, I guess they trying to well, it says it in all. It says governor signed the bill ending reading and math proficiency requirement for so I'm guessing that they don't have to have the full credits for math and reading. And I mean, let me look up Oregon's demographic. Oregon's demographic is, so you guys can see this. A demographic is 84+% white, 2 or more races, for almost 5%, Asian over 4%, other races over 3%. So I mean, it's not like they got a huge percentage it's not like they have a huge percentage. So only slightly less than 2% of people are black. Almost 1% people are Native American, Hawaiian, and Pacific Islanders. It's less than 0.5%. I mean, yeah. So I mean, my thing is they talking like they got a a large. They sound like they got a large. How can I say it? A large, percentage of minorities that come from islands, come from islands or come from wherever, and it's an English curve or it's a learning curve. If that's the case, then we could put them in an accelerated class. Like I said, it sounds like they trying to make stuff easier for the kids because of the pandemic and not being able to learn at school, but they still should be able to earn them credits if that's putting them in. I remember in high school we had an accelerated program for people who got left behind or people who may have kids or whatever. We had an accelerated program. If these kids need to be put in that accelerated program, it's crazy that they are signing a bill to end reading and math proficiency. So, for one, everybody need to know how to count. Everybody need to learn, especially to be in the basic, life essentials. Need to learn how to count. So, I mean, like I said before, this temporary to September 22nd is what I read and what I understood. Like I said before, man, I'm not in Oregon, but like I said, when I look at the demographic where 84+% people being go sit down. Sorry. Man, it's raining. We can't go walk. Sit down, buddy. I got 2 dogs. I got pit mix, a lab, and whatever else, and I got a chihuahua mini pincher. He the mean one. But like I said before, it sound like with them being like, it's not a whole bunch of like immigrants coming in or they coming from Middle East or they coming from Asia or whatever. So like I said, I don't agree with this, knowing that they makeup is 84% white. I don't agree with this, but like I said before, I mean, at least you're trying to do our part to help our kids graduate. But then again, making them dependent on, making them changing the rules don't mean you're gonna make law-abiding, outstanding, and regular citizens, right? To me, it said requirements for students to demonstrate proficiency in essential subjects in freshman or sophomore skill in order to graduate was terminated. So it says that, so for students to demonstrate proficiency in essential subjects on freshman and sophomore level, so they don't have to even operate on freshman or sophomore level. So we talking about, essential shit. Most kids can't even read at the 8th grade level, and we saying like the minimum requirements is where there's no minimum requirements. That's, to me, that's crazy. Okay, that's crazy. But hey, it is what it is, man. Let me know what you guys think, man. And this might be a snowball effect coming through. How some teachers used to grade on a curve for a math test if the students did bad, or it's a chihuahua mini penetra. How some teachers are grade on a scale for the kids. This basically curving the two most important subjects in math and English is saying you curving the education for everybody in Oregon. So you curving the credits. So for at least for 1 year, from when I read September 22nd, from the school year started over there, which they start earlier than us, they're suspending math and English. How's that fair to the next graduating class, the sophomores and juniors, the freshmen? To me, like I said before, I get it that a lot of these kids didn't have a regular school year last year, and you're trying to help them graduate, but it's not helping them in the real world. So, I mean, like I said, I understand where she's coming from, but I do disagree. If they're not on par for math and reading, I don't know how we're going to expect them to be on par to go to graduations, to trade skills, to even work at McDonald's and stuff of that nature. But let me know what you guys think, man, about it. Thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Best ways to donate. Don't forget to hit the bell icon, all the notifications when you get all my videos. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Best way to donate, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up. Appreciate the love, support. Check the current news playlist. Let me know what you guys think. Mason's yours. Bye bye. He about to go on his couch. Peace.